I'm going to talk about the design of Facebook new feeds. The Facebook is a social network which prime in the whatever this this means the new feeds a product which shows recently story from the user in your social graph. Okay, it's kind of like how do you pronounce this word? Sorry.
Pioneered.
Pioneered. Okay. Pioneered. Okay, pioneer is kind of like means yeah, just sending the information. Okay, so Facebook, we went to Facebook to sending the news. People can post lots of the information on the website, whatever, or on your phone, like Twitter, right? So how could you design it? It is belongs to the news feed system. I was treated like a social media's plan for how you treated that people can post. Okay, so let's start from the first thing, requirements. The function requires me is create post and follow the people and view the feed and page through the feed. Just like the when you doing the Instagram, doing the Facebook, and like comments, privacy setting, that's just later thing we can discuss. And for the non-functional requirements, post visible smaller than 1 minute, right? Eventually consistent. We don't need immediately. And posting and view the post smaller than this time. And there are lots of numbers of users, right? For example, 2 billions. And unlimited followers and follows. Like unlimited, like Justin Bieber, they are huge superstar. He must have lots of followers. Okay, so what is con entity? We have the users, follow, and the post. So what is the API? API is matching for the function requirement. For here is the post. We can post, right? Create post. And it is return like 200. Okay, you have already posted and generate a post ID for you. And for the put, it's when you change, right? When you want to change some part of them, then you can call these functions. Not to change all of them. And for the get is like view feed and page through the feed. We can use this get, call this requires, and sending the necessary info. Then we will get the post. And the cursor is for the time to order the what you get. And this is 3 APIs already satisfy the function requirements. So let's go inside the high-level design. So for the high-level designs, we have the clients, right? Clients can, we have the API gateway to send in the right requires to the right servers, then do the logic. So we start from the create post. The client is sending the post requires, then through the API gateway, then it will call the post servers, and then it will generate some data in the database, like ID, content, create ID, create at some time. So this is create. And for this one it's called like global section ID. We can use in the database to better for the performance when we're searching something. This one will be faster. That is purpose for the global session ID index. Now, how could we do the follow people? So clients can call the put, this API, and call the API gateway, and it will call the follow servers. And the follow servers will the same. It will create some update some data like user who is follow, who is following, right? So update their tables, and also create at specific time. And also we can create the follow global session index for it. for the better searching, better for the fetch the data. And also, how could we view the feed and page through the feed? So for the page through feed, the client's get called requires get, and then it will go to the feed servers, and the feed servers will get information from like two databases. Like one is posting content, and another is what the follower some relative follow people, and some information about the follower and the follow. And for this one is just get the information from the content with the detail about the post. And also based on this is kind of like they can use the global session ID and to fetching to search much is faster than this. So this is a high level design and satisfy the basic functions. Now we move into the deep dives. Deep dives have specific have some question here. So we start from the massive number of users. For the posting and view post, we can just use the API gateway to separate the different server, use the different functions. So if the post service you can separate enough, it can achieve this way. You can gateway just point it to here, and if other users want to feed the server, they will go this line. So they will not use the one path. So separate the things to improve the speed. And for the massive number of users, right? So for the massive users is here what we can doing here, when we searching for the posting servers, we have a lot of things, right? So we can create which is called like pre-compute feed. That is the basic information getting from the post and follow. And when the users want to gather the information, they will not to go to the this original database to get some information. They will get from the pre-compute feed first. And then if they want to have more detail, then they will go to the fetching the data from the original. So it's kind of like first hitting here and then hitting here. So this is the way to make sure massive number of users. Okay, so unlimited follower and follows. Unlimited follower and follow, like Justin Bieber, as we mentioned before. So when Justin Bieber, right? If he want to post something, and then there are so many followers, so we don't want to write so many posts in so many feeds give to the followers. So we just separate it, right? So we have the feed workers, so many workers here. We want to create a queue, feed workers can get some information from the pre-compute feed, and it will not write the feed immediately to the follower. So use the second way to make sure Justin Bieber's, if he writes something, the user for the follower, he will fetching the feed, not let the Justin Bieber to write it in the database. If the normal people, like people didn't have too much follow, right? Clients come here, he will post the servers. It's kind of like because he didn't have too much followers. So when he posts this one, it will write some of the feed to the followers. Current here, I write some post something, and they will write the followers to tell them, I have updated something here. But for the Justin Bieber, it will not do that. So Justin Bieber is they will use the feed worker to separate them to later then write feed. And for kind of these people, it will transfer the responsibility that the followers to fetching the Justin Bieber's post something. It's kind of like a different way to do that. So this is different about the unlimited followers and followers. So use the post queue, create a queue, right? So it's kind of like current followers, they will write let the first feed work to do that, and the second follower, they will use another feed work to write in something. So maybe like a better example is when the follower in the United States, they will use at the first queue, and then with some time delay, let the Asia's followers, then they will get the news. So this is the different way for the unlimited followers and normal people. Okay, so post visible in 1 minute, eventually consistent. Eventually consistent is we can use the cache to do this, right? So when you fetching something, like for example, Justin Bieber just update his photo, and when the normal people just fetching that, it will not directly to Justin Bieber just update the photo and he changed the profile or something. It will store this one to store the information, and then later they will return to the people's current now the user have to refresh the application again, then it will show up in the final applications. It's very often like when you if you use the GitHub and you want to upload the profile data photo, a current page is already uploaded, but when you go back to your home page of the GitHub and you refresh, it will not. And after maybe 1 minute later, and then eventually consistent, eventually show up, your photo is updated. So this is the deep dives about the news feed system. Yeah, thank you.